The real estate market here in New Bedford has changed drastically over the past few years. I mean, you won't believe how much the home is worth now in today's market. So I'm going to do a full market report here. We're going to go back a couple of years and we're going to compare last year to this year to see how crazy the numbers has changed here in New Bedford. I mean, you're not going to believe how much the price. You're not going to believe how much the home is worth it in today's market. So stick around for this video. I'm going to give you a full market update here and check what's happening here in New Bedford. All right, so let's take a look at the New Bedford real estate market here. And I'm going to check the single family homes, then we'll check multifamily homes, and we're going to do a little bit of condominiums here as well. So we're going to compare the month of February. So we're going to go back to 2024, and then we're going to compare to 2025 and see how the market has changed just in over a year. So listing units in for the month of February in 2024, it was about 29 listing units, and in 2025, about 26 units, so a little bit of decrease there. That's about 10% decrease there. Now, let's take a look at the average days on the market, how many days the home stayed on the market. So in 2024, the homes, they stayed on the market for about 68 days for the month of February, and in 2025 it was about 84 days on the market. A little bit of decrease there. That's about 23%, 23.53% increase there. And now let's take a look at the average list price back in 2024 for a single family home. The average list price, it was around $442,000 for a single family homes here, and in 2025 we can see a little jump there. Now it's about $465,000 there for a single family home. So that's a little $23,000 here difference there. So that brings up to a 5.40% increase there, which is, we have seen the homes going up here in New Bedford, so they just keep going up. I mean, I'm predicting for 2026 the home to go up. I mean, some people are predicting the market to slow down a little bit. I mean, I work with some investors. They're actually cooling down right now as we started to see more inventories coming to the market. Now, if we look at the average list price, the square footage in 2024, it was about $303 a square footage. 2025 about $300, and that's about 0.95% decrease there. Now let's take a look at the approximate the months of supply of inventory, which is in 2024 it was about 0.91 there. In 2025 0.88, which is a little bit of decrease there in terms of inventories here in 2025. And if we take a look at listing units taken year to date, is in 2024 it was about 28 listing taken, and 2025 26 listing there, so that's a little bit of decrease there. Now let's take a look at what went pending, and we're going to take a look at what actually sold in 2024 and compared to 2025. So the listing that went pending in 2024, it was about 34 listings that went pending, and 2025 about 31 listing pending there. Now if we take a look at the average days to offer, so how many days did it take for a buyer to actually make an offer on the property? So if we take a look at here in 2024, it was about 42 days for a buyer to make an offer, and here in 2025 it's about 36 days before a buyer can make offer, which is in 2025, I mean, even though with the interest rates still being close to 77%, and in 2025 there's still a lot of active buyers making offer. I mean, I had 2 buyers make an offer last week, which is they end up putting over asking price, but we still didn't get the offer accepted. So the market is still going strong here in 2025, and we're not even in spring yet. So that's a little bit of decrease there. And let's take a look at price change. So basically, these is like how many properties that they change the price. It's either they price it too high and they had to change the price, which is in 2024 it was just 3 for the month of February. So it was just 3 units that they changed the price. 2025 it was about 6 that they changed the price. So they probably priced it too high. And if we take a look at now, let's take a look at the sold. Let's take a look at closed units. How many units it was sold altogether for the month of February in 2024. So closed units for 2024, it was about 31 units, which is 2024 was also a strong market here in Bedford. And if we take a look at 2025, so there's about 23 units closed in for the month of February in 2025, which is that's a 25% decrease there. So we had more sold in 2024 than 2025. Now, average days on the market, about 33 days in 2024. And here in 2025, for the month of February, it was about 50 days. So there's for the month of February, so we see a little bit a slow down market here in Bedford. So that's about 51% decrease there. So that's a big difference there. So in 2024, the homes were selling faster for the month of February, and faster than 2025 here in Bedford. And the average days to offer for 2024, it was about 24 days for a buyer to make an offer. And here for 2025, it was about 40 days before a buyer can make an offer. And I think a lot of that too is here in 2025 because we saw a big jump on the market. So I think a lot of people were listing homes, overpricing the homes. So that's why it was, I believe that's why it was taking longer for a buyer to make an offer. Now, if we take a look at here, average list price, it was around $381,000 for 2024. And you can see there's a big difference there, which here in 2025, the average listing price was around $422,000 for a single family home, which is that is a 40,000 more compared to 2024. So you can see why the homes were staying more on the market and why buyers were taking longer to make an offer, because the price has changed drastically. So if we look at the graphic here, average price here year to date, it was around 397,000 here. So the blue is for the 2024, and then the 2025 is the yellow, which is 2025 around 411,000. That's for like a regular single family home, 3 bedrooms, a little bit under 1,500 square footage. And you can see the average days to offer about 33 days in 2024, and 2025 about 50 days. Again, probably some of these homes were overpriced, so the buyers were taking a little bit longer to make an offer. But it is a still very strong market. Now let's take a look. Now let's take a look at the 5-year period here in Bedford. So if we take a look at here in 2021, units taken here, it was about 30 units taken back in 2021, and 2022, 22 units taken. 2023, 49 units taken. That's a big difference there. More inventories back in 2023, and 2024. There's a decrease there, 29 units taken, and 2025, 26 units taken. If we take a look at average days on the market, 2021, it was about 54 days homes being on the market. 2022, about 52 days, almost the same there. And 2023, about 64 days, so a little bit of the increase there. Homes staying on the market for longer in 2023. And 2024, 68 days there. and 2025, 84 days being on the market. Now, average list price in 2021, it was about 318 there, and going to 2022, we can see the price jump there, a little bit of decrease there, about 352,000. In 2023, big jump there, 389,000. You can see how the market just kept going up and up. And if we take a look at here, 2024, 442,000 for a single family. That's a big jump there. And going to 2025, 465,000. So you can see the market didn't slow. The market didn't slow down at all. You can see the market kept going up and up. And going to 2026, I'm predicting that the market is going to keep repeating and the price is going to keep going up. And let's take a look at listed year to date. So in 2021, it was about 40 listing taken. 2023, 37 listing taken. 2023, about 35. Going 2024, 28 listing taken. A little bit of decrease there. 2026, 26 listing taken. Now let's take a look at how many actually went pending, and we're going to take a look at how many actually units closed. So pending, it was about 35 that went pending in 2021. 2022 is about 40 that went pending. We can see a little bit of jump there. 2023, 22 went pending, so a little bit of decrease there. 2024, almost about the same. 34 went pending, and 2025, 31 that went pending. Now let's take a look at average days to offer. So how many days that they stayed on the market before a buyer made an offer. So average days to offer in 2021, it was about 36 days. 36 days for a buyer to make offer. Going to 2022, about 30 days, so a little bit of decrease there. Going to 2023, 48 days before a buyer decided to make an offer. So, and you can see the more expensive the homes get, the slower, the longer it took for a buyer to make an offer. Going to 2024, 42 days there, which is 2024 was a strong market. And coming to 2025, 36 days before a buyer makes an offer. And now let's take a look at the closed units here. So in 2021, it was about 42 closed units here. And going to 2022, about 38 closed units, which is a little bit of decrease there. And going to 2023, only 19 closed units. And 2023 was actually, it was a little bit slower, and only 19 closed units in 2023. Going to 2024, we can see the market shift there. 31 closed units, and coming to 2025, a little bit of decrease there. 23 units closed for the month of February. And average days on the market, 2021, about 27 days. 2022, 30 days. 2023, 52 days average days on the market. So you can see the market definitely slowed down in 2023. Going to 2024, the market picked up again, 33 days on the market. And 2025, the market slowed down again, 50 days being on the market. I mean, we're not even in spring yet. People are predicting the market to slow down as we get more inventories. And average days to offer in 2021, only 17 days before a buyer can make an offer. So that was a very a strong market. And going to 2022, almost the same, 18 days for a buyer to make an offer. And then we hit 2023, the market definitely shifted and slowed down there. 47 days before a buyer can make an offer. And going to 2024, a big decrease there, 24 days for a buyer to make an offer. Again, going to 2025, 40 days before a buyer can make an offer. Again, that is because the price in 2025 has definitely gone up a lot. In a lot of these properties, I believe that they're being overpriced, and the buyers are just doesn't want to pay that much for a house. And if you take a look at here at the graphic here, you can see in 2021 you can see how the market went up. Going to 2023, we slowed down a little bit there. It picked up again in 2024. Going to 2025, very strong. And if we can see here, going to 2026, I'm predicting the markets to go up, and average square footage here, you can see 2021 it was up and then slowed down a little bit in 2023, and the market picked up again 2024 and 2025, and going to 2026 it's gonna keep going up, I believe. And if you take a look at here 5-year period time here, 2021, you can see the market was strong. Going to 2023, this is the average days to offer. We can see here 2023 it went down, and 2024 it started to pick up again, and then 2025 it went up again. Some homes here in Bedford, what you can get here in Bedford for single family. So there's one here, $429,000. Let's see. It's actually in a pretty good location. Little house here, doesn't look too bad here. So that's about $429,000. Then you have one here, little tiny house here, $424,000. And look, you got some for $550,000, $540,000. So about $450 to $5 something, you can get a decent house here. Now let's take a look at the multifamily homes here in Bedford real quick. And multifamily homes here in Bedford, it's actually, a lot of my clients that I work with, a lot of them, they want multifamily homes, and a lot of investors too, they look for multifamily homes. Yes, some for a pretty decent price. So if we take a look at here, listing units here in 2024, it was about 17 listing units, and 2025 about 30 listing units here. A little bit of increase there. Actually, pretty about 76% increase there. So we saw more inventories here for 2025 in February. And if we take a look at average days on the market in 2024, it was about 132 days on the market. So that's a pretty a long time there. So I guess in 2024, not many people were buying multifamily homes here. Now, if we take a look at here, 2025, about 62 days average days on the market. So a little 53% decrease there. And if you take a look at average list price here, is about $587,000 in 2024, and going to 2025 for a multifamily home here is about $617,000. So that's about $30,000 there. It's about 5.11% increase there. And if we take a look at listed year to date, listing taken is about 22 listing taken, and 2025 about 27 listing taken. So a little bit of more inventory there. So that's about 22% up. And we're going to take a look at how many of the units actually closed. And if we take a look at here, how many went pending, it was about 21 went pending in 2024, and 2025 only 16 went pending. So that's a decrease there of 23%. And let's take a look at some that they changed the price here, which is in 2024 is only 2 that price changed, and 2025 only 1 unit that they changed the price here. I mean, I'm telling you, the multifamily homes here in Bedford right now are very difficult to get. Like, if you have one, you put it on the market, you put it for the right price, it's definitely going to sell within a couple of days being on the market here. And let's take a look at how many units that actually closed year to date. So in 2024, it was only 9 units that actually closed. So 21 went pending and only 9 actually closed for the month of February. And 2025, there's a big difference there. 21 actually closed. And if we can see, 27 went pending and 21 of those, they actually are sold. And so that's a big jump there, about 133% up. So you can see the multifamily homes right now in 2025 are very hot, and going to 2026, it's just going to keep going up and up. I mean, everybody wants to buy multifamily homes so they can maybe live on one unit, rent the rest. And we also have a lot of investors. I do work with a lot of investors too. They buy these multifamily homes for investment. If we take a look at 12-month activity as for the month of February here, it was about 253 units listed, and 241 of those went pending, and 216 actually sold for the month of February here. And if we take a look here at the graphic real quick, and the blue is for 2024 and yellow for 2025, you can see the in 2024, the price was around average price about 496,000, going to 2025 617. So that's a big jump there, price there. And average days to offer in 2024, it was about 56 days. So that's kind of how long it took for a buyer to make an offer in 2024. So we've seen a little bit of market slow down in 2024 for multifamily. Going to 2025, it's only taken 42 days before a buyer can make an offer, and sometimes it takes definitely less than that. It could take sometimes 5 days, 2 weeks, as long as it's priced right for a buyer to make an offer. And if we take a look here, 12 months activity, so 253 units in 2020. Now let's compare the 5-year here period time. Here you can see how the price has changed drastically. So if we take a look at here in 2021, it was about 47 listing units here, and going to 2023, it went down to 33 listing units, so less inventories there. And 2023, even lesser inventories there, about only 26 units, listing units here. 2027, less inventory there again, 17 listing units there. And going to 2024, a little bit of increase there, 30 listing units there. So the average price, the average days on the market in 2021, it was about 63 days homes being on the market. 2022, we saw an increase there, 76 days homes being on the market. Going to 2023, again another increase there, which 2023 was a little bit of slower market for New Bedford here, which is about 91 days of homes staying on the market. And going to 2024, even more, there are 132 days homes being on the market. So 2024, multifamily homes definitely were staying on the market for way longer. Now going to 2025, you can see a big decrease there from 132 days to 62 days of the homes being on the market. Definitely a big difference there. Now if you take a look at the price here real quick, back in 2021, it was the average list price was about 344,000. Wow, imagine that. 2021, 344,000 for a multifamily home. I mean, whoever bought in 2021 are sitting on a big amount of equity there. And when we went to 2022, you can see a big jump there from 444,000 all the way up to 438,000 there, 2022. And going to 2023, you can see actually the market shift a little bit. So the price went down, average list price 426,000, so a little bit of decrease there. And now all of a sudden going to 2024, a big jump, going from 426 to $587,000 there. That's a big difference there. And then going to 2025, another jump there, $617,000. What do you think is going to happen in 2026? Are we going to see homes, the price jumping from 617,000 to 700 and something thousand? What do you think? Comment below. And if we take a look at here, year to date units listing taken, 2021, it was about 30 units taken. 2022, 29, and going to 2023, a little bit of decrease there, 20, and 2024, 22, and 2025, 27 there. Now let's take a look at how many went pending, and we're going to take a look at how many actually sold, how many closed units actually end up selling. So pending, it was about 46 that went pending in 2021. So and then 2022, big difference there, 29 went pending. 2023, only 20 went pending. So the market definitely slowed down in 2023. 2021, 21 went pending, so just one, almost the same there. And 2025, 16 went pending. And let's take a look at the average price, average list price. 2021, $296,000 here. And going to 2022, big difference there, $409,000. Imagine that, big difference. Whoever bought in 2021 are definitely sitting on a huge amount of equity here. And 2023, 472,000, and again a little bit of difference there. And 2024, the price dropped to 465,000. In 2025, 534,000. So big increase there. Now let's take a look at how many units actually closed here. So in 2021, 32 units actually closed. So 46 went pending, and 32 of those actually are sold. 2022, 29 went pending, and 2022, 40 of those actually closed, and 2023, 18 closed, and 2024, only nine units closed. So 2024, the market definitely, people definitely didn't want to buy your multifamily homes. And 2025, a big jump there, 21 actually end up closing there. And let's take a look at 12-year month activity. So 2021, 432 units listed, and 340 were sold. And 2022, 432 sold. 2023, decrease there, 309, and 2024, 216 there. And if we take a look at the graphic here, for the 5-year period, you can see in 2021, 2022, with the average price sold, the market started to slow down, and then it picked up again, and then it went down again. So you can see on the graphic here. Now let's take a look at some homes here that's on the market here, some multifamily homes. So you can see this one's actually pretty good investment here for only $600,000, and you get this 4-family here where you got 11 bedrooms and 4 baths, and this is actually in the southern area. This is actually a pretty good investment. This is definitely going to sell fast. Doesn't look too bad there. This is definitely a really good investment here. Then you got another one here, 579,000, and you got this one for 600,000, 589, 414. I actually went to see this house, and this house is really small. The bedrooms are very small. It's been on the market for a while. Also, you got some 549, 650,000. Wow, and that's a 2-family. That's definitely overpriced. Let's take a look at the condominium here, which is in New Bedford. We don't really get that much condominium here. People buy more single-family homes or multi-family homes. But if we take a look at here, units taken here in 2021, only 2. In 2022, only 1. 2023, only 2. In 2024, only 1. 2025, only 4. So you can see for the condominiums here, the market are pretty very slow, and the inventories are very low. And average days on the market 420 days in 2021. So they do take forever to sell. And in 2023, about 54 days. So people bigger decrease there. And again, 2024, 87 days. 2025, 97 days. So they do stay on the market for a long time, which is average list price in 2021 for a condominium. It was only 144,000, and 2022, you can see the price went up a little bit, and you can see a big difference in price here. 2023, 314,000 for a condominium here. In 2024, 500,000. I mean, you can see why they stayed on the market for a long time. So big jump on the price there, almost 500,000 for a condominium. That's insane. That's really, I mean, unless if it's maybe in the Boston area, but here nobody's going to pay that much for that. And then you can see a big decrease there in 2025, $290,000 there. So for the condominiums, again, not that much going on here. In 2021, the units listed 61. 74 when pending and 64 sold. 2022, 69 units listed, 60 of those sold. 2023, 51 sold, and it was about 66 listed. 2024, 42, 34 were sold, and but yeah, not much going on there. But I hope you guys found this video very informative, and let me know what town you want me to do next. Until then, I'll see you.